right. Have you ever been riding on home from work or from school or wherever and your car break down? If you did, you probably thought about taking it to a dealership or a local guy. Well, I'm here today to tell you, to persuade you to take it to the local guy. All right. There's a few reasons why a local mechanic is a little bit better than a big dealership. Those reasons are price, parts, and reliability and service. One of the biggest things is price. If you carried your car to a dealership costs you $95 an hour to work on a car. If you carry it to the local guy, he's going to be about $60 or $65 an hour, and that's book time. If you have a job done, there's a certain amount of time that's set for whatever job it is. Just say it's changing brakes or whatever. If it takes 4 hours, then the dealership's going to charge you $400 basically. And if it's at a local guy, he's going to charge you, just say, $320. So you're going to save some money there. The local guy has basically got just a small shop. He works out of his house. He may have him and one more mechanic. A dealership's going to have a big, huge building with 7 or 8 bays, 10 bays, 7 or 8 mechanics, parts got to deal with, and so he's really got to charge a lot more than a small town guy. One of the other things is parts. Small town guy is going to use a local parts house or AutoZone or whatever to buy parts. It's the same part that the dealership uses. It's just the dealership will keep some in stock. A lot of times they still have to order, but the part that the small town guy gets is 90% of the time going to be cheaper. They'll get it from a local shop, and just to go to show you these 2 parts here, this is a factory part. This is a Moog that came from Napa. This one came factory on a car. It's probably a $100 part. This is a Moog from Napa. Probably costs 30 bucks. Same part, made the same place, box in a different box. The small town guy, when they start doing this, they're going to call you and say, this is the part that's out, and this is the price options you have. So you can kind of choose. If you go to a dealership, they're going to call and say, this is the part you have out, this part costs you $100. No other options. It is what it is. And a dealership's only going to use factory. If it's a GM dealer, they're only going to use factory GM parts. They're not going to use a Napa part or anything else. It's going to be factory parts. And another part of the reason the small town guy is cheaper is their service and reliability. And I say that because most of the time, if you carry it to a small town guy, he's known you forever, or he's known your mama, or he's known your granddaddy. So he's probably worked on something for your family at one time. So to him, it's personal. He's going to take care of you. If you carry it to a big dealership, they probably don't know you from anybody, and they really don't care. They're there to make a living and to make, they're there to make money. The small town guy is too, but to him it's personal. I mean, he's going to take care of you. He wants to make sure it's right. He knows that if you go out and he does a good job for you, then you're going to send your friends, or you're going to send whoever, and he's going to just have more business. He might be cheaper. He's going to be cheaper, and he's going to have more business. So he is making his money the same as a dealership. He's just doing it with more work than all at one time. And the small town guy, if you call him on a Saturday night and say, hey, I've had a flat or something's happened, most of the time, if he can help you, he will. If you call a dealership, they're going to tell you leave the keys in it and leave it outside, and they'll get to it Monday or Tuesday or whenever they can get to it. Most of the time, a small town guy knows you, and he's going to get you back on the road as quick as he can. And I've told you all this today, and I hope that you take this into account when you have a breakdown, and I hope you really choose the small town guy. I think he would be a better fit than a dealership. That's it. Whatever, we done.